Caitlin Clark is in the vicinity at a private event with Michael Jordan. Now, it's hard to believe that they're not talking basketball. We know it has to do with basketball a little.
Okay, this is absolutely wild. Caitlin Clark just had a secret meeting with none other than the GOAT himself, Michael Jordan. And the entire WNBA is spiraling into chaos. Why? Because shocking footage has leaked online showing Caitlin training side by side with MJ. What began as quiet whispers from an exclusive golf event in Florida has now exploded into a full-blown viral storm. Every major sports outlet, analyst, and fan account is buzzing. This isn't just a casual meetup. This could be a defining moment in women's basketball history, a connection between the game's past and its unstoppable future.
If it's one person Caitlin Clark has been compared to her whole WNBA career, it's Michael Jeffrey Jordan. There's so many celebrities between the two, the injury, the height, just everything, the assault that was taking place on the basketball court is eerie similar.
Fans are stunned. Players are reportedly furious. And insiders say this could completely reshape Caitlin Clark's future, and maybe the entire league's future too. How did this secret session even happen? What does it mean for the WNBA's most polarizing and talked about star? Within minutes of the footage leaking, hashtags like #CCXMJ and #JordanMentorsClark took over the internet. Comment sections flooded with theories. Some fans called it a passing of the torch, others called it a power move. One thing's for sure, something massive is happening behind the scenes, and this story is only getting started.
The actual event that Caitlin Clark attended, before we get into why she went viral, but instead is Peak Inside Grove XX111, Michael Jordan's invite-only club. Since pace on selection are a large part of why Michael Jordan loves the golf game. And however, the legendary NBA star is one of the most recognizable people on the planet.
It all began with a few blurry photos snapped at an ultra-exclusive golf club in Florida, Michael Jordan's private kingdom, Grove 23. At first, fans assumed it was just another celebrity sighting, but then the video dropped. Clear as day, Caitlin Clark walking the course with Michael Jordan, laughing, holding a basketball. Yes, on a golf course. Within hours, analysts were pausing every frame to verify Jordan's signature sneakers and Caitlin's new Nike gear. TMZ confirmed the location matched MJ's legendary invite-only compound. Grove 23 isn't just a golf club, it's a test of mental toughness. And Caitlin had just been invited into the inner circle.
Jordan's been had this golf course since 2019. The private golf course includes an 18-hole course, a main clubhouse, a gatehouse, a learning facility, and a practice range. There are even drones that deliver snacks and beverages to members during the play. The member list includes who's who in celebrities and professional athletes who all have received personal invitations from Jordan. The 15,000 square feet. Wow.
Witnesses say the energy between them wasn't casual. It was focused, intense, electric. Sources claim Jordan personally invited Caitlin after being blown away by her rookie-season composure and competitive fire. Insiders called it a passing of the torch moment, the greatest of all time, recognizing a kindred spirit. But the WNBA's front office reportedly went into panic mode. The league has spent months trying to control the narrative around Caitlin's fame, keeping her influence contained within their system. Now, with Jordan stepping in, that control could collapse entirely. If this mentorship is real, Caitlin's brand could skyrocket far beyond the WNBA's reach, and the league knows it.
This was a photo that Caitlin Clark was pictured in with the kid. Had herself a day, played Grove XX111, met the best female hooper in the game, Caitlin Clark. She was serving Michael Jordan, bro. Wow. So this was the photo right here that went viral last night.
Then came the bombshell, a single image of Caitlin Clark lacing up prototype shoes with a glowing Jumpman logo. The caption? Work in silence. That one photo broke the internet. Fans went insane, calling her Air Clark. Sports outlets from ESPN to Bleacher Report ran the story non-stop. Even NBA stars began commenting, calling it historic. But inside the WNBA, the mood was far from celebration. Executives were furious, claiming she was making moves without league approval. Some veteran players felt disrespected, saying, "It's not the Caitlin Clark League." But her fans saw it differently. To them, this was MJ energy, unapologetic, fearless, and iconic. The message was clear. Caitlyn wasn't waiting for permission anymore.
I'll say Caitlyn Clark should be training. She's with Michael Jordan. Like, it don't get no, like, I know a lot of people talk Caitlyn Clark should did Unrivaled. Caitlyn Clark should did basketball. She's with Michael Jordan. She's with there is no, no. I know everybody want Caitlyn to be with Chris Brinkley, Drew Hanlon, and all these other damn trainers. She's with Mike Jordan, bro. Like, it don't get no.
One source even described it as an epic passing of the torch moment, the legendary basketball icon meeting the player many are now calling the female MJ. Meanwhile, WNBA executives reportedly went into full-blown panic mode. The league had spent months trying to control the narrative around Caitlyn's fame, carefully balancing her explosive popularity with locker room politics and veteran frustrations. But now, with Michael Jordan stepping into the picture, that delicate balance could crumble overnight. If this mentorship turns out to be real, Caitlyn Clark's brand might skyrocket far beyond the WNBA's reach, sparking a ripple effect no one is ready for. And this leaked footage? Trust me, it's just the beginning. Because what happened after that private session stunned everyone watching. To truly understand how this all began, you need to know what Grove 23 really is. It's not just a golf course, it's Michael Jordan's personal kingdom. A fortress of privacy and power. Only a handful of people on Earth have ever stepped inside. Billionaires, A-list athletes, and global icons like Tiger Woods and Derek Jeter. Every guest is personally approved by MJ himself. So when Caitlyn Clark's name appeared on that guest list, the internet instantly knew something massive was going down. Grove 23, jokingly nicknamed Slaughterhouse 23 because of how competitive it gets, is where Jordan tests people's mental toughness. Drones deliver drinks mid-game. Cameras line the fairways. Members describe the pressure as unlike anything else in sports. For Caitlyn, this wasn't a casual hangout. It was an initiation, Jordan's way of finding out whether she had the mindset worthy of his inner circle. Eyewitnesses said Caitlyn wasn't just golfing, she was commanding the moment. Between rounds, she and Jordan were seen at the practice range, laughing, talking footwork, and even debating shot rhythm. At one point, she reportedly showed off her signature step-back jumper, the same move that made her a legend at Iowa and carried into her WNBA rookie season. Jordan stood there, arms crossed, that classic look of approval on his face. The kind of look only real competitors recognize. For many fans, this wasn't just symbolic, it was revolutionary. Never before had Michael Jordan publicly connected with a female basketball player like this. It was mutual respect, a bond forged through obsession with greatness. But here's where things got complicated. While fans celebrated the meeting as historic, not everyone was thrilled. Word of Caitlyn's visit spread quickly through WNBA circles, and some players and coaches weren't happy about the attention it drew. Whispers began. Was Caitlyn trying to bypass the league hierarchy? Was Jordan planning something even bigger, a business move that could shake the WNBA to its core? When the footage leaked, league headquarters in New York reportedly went into crisis mode. The WNBA had spent months carefully shaping Caitlyn's image, the face of the league, but always under their control. Now, that control was slipping. The idea of Caitlyn privately meeting with MJ, away from cameras, away from league oversight, set off alarm bells at every level of management. This wasn't just a friendly meeting. It was a statement. Jordan has always built empires, never followed systems. When he takes an interest in someone, it's never by accident. Insiders claimed WNBA officials immediately called an emergency meeting to assess potential brand conflicts between Caitlyn's Nike deal and Jordan's empire. Behind closed doors, they feared a massive power shift, one that could give Clark influence the league wasn't ready for. Meanwhile, sponsors began circling. If Jordan was mentoring Clark, brands like Gatorade, Hands, and even Jordan brand itself might expand into women's basketball, without the WNBA's permission. Suddenly, Caitlyn wasn't just a player, she was an asset. Fans started calling Jordan the real commissioner. Critics mocked the league for not recognizing her value sooner. Even retired players hinted that the WNBA's management had been too restrictive from day one. Inside the Fever's locker room, sources said players were shocked, but not surprised. Caitlyn's always been bigger than the W, one teammate allegedly said. Now the world's finally catching up. But what happened next took things to another level. According to reports, after the round ended, Michael Jordan requested a private conversation with Caitlyn Clark inside the Grove 23 clubhouse. Witnesses described it as intense yet deeply inspiring. For nearly an hour, the two spoke privately about competition, leadership, and legacy. Those close to the event said Caitlin left visibly emotional but more focused than ever. Jordan reportedly told her that greatness always comes with backlash, reminding her that every icon, from Kobe Bryant to Serena Williams, had to endure the fire before being celebrated. Before she left, Jordan allegedly handed her a personalized Jordan brand basketball and told her, "Your era starts when you decide." Whether that line is real or just legend, it became a rallying cry online. Caitlin left the course quiet but determined, and everything that happened afterward proved something had changed forever. Within 24 hours, whispers spread of a potential deal between Caitlin Clark and Jordan Brand. At first, it sounded like a rumor. Jordan had never personally partnered with an active WNBA player. But soon screenshots, email leaks, and early marketing drafts began to circulate. Insiders confirmed Nike executives were holding emergency late-night meetings, scrambling to get ahead of the story. If this deal existed, it would mark a seismic shift. Caitlin Clark wouldn't just be another Nike athlete. She'd be part of Jordan's inner circle, a title shared only by global icons. The timing was no coincidence. Caitlin's rookie jersey sales had shattered records. Her TV viewership had carried entire seasons. A Jordan partnership would merge the sport's greatest legacy with its fastest rising star. And that's exactly why WNBA executives panicked, fearing they were losing control over their brightest face. Then came the image that broke the internet. Caitlin Clark, sitting courtside, lacing up prototype shoes with a glowing Jumpman logo. The caption read simply, "Work in silence." Within minutes, #CaitlinXJordan was trending worldwide. Fans went wild, calling her Air Clark. Analysts labeled it the moment women's basketball changed forever. ESPN, Bleacher Report, and every major outlet ran the story nonstop. Even NBA stars joined in, calling it historic. But behind all the hype, the WNBA was in turmoil. Insiders say executives held emergency meetings as veteran players voiced frustration. Some felt Caitlin was breaking protocol, saying, "It's not the Caitlin Clark League." But fans saw it differently. To them, she was doing exactly what MJ would have done, building her legacy on her own terms. Then, without warning, Michael Jordan made his move. No words, no interviews, just one post. The official Jordan Brand account uploaded a black and white photo of Caitlin holding a basketball, captioned simply, "Legacy recognizes legacy." That one sentence broke the internet. Within minutes, it had millions of views, thousands of reposts, and universal recognition. Jordan had chosen her. Insiders confirmed MJ personally told Nike's executive board, "She's the future." Reports say he plans to launch a women's line inspired by Caitlin's game, her mix of grace, grit, and relentless fire. If true, this could reshape basketball culture forever. In the days that followed, the WNBA stood at a crossroads. Some executives quietly admitted Jordan's influence could lift women's basketball to new heights. Others feared losing control over their narrative. Ticket prices for Indiana Fever games doubled overnight. Merch featuring Caitlin's silhouette sold out in hours. Economists started calling it the Clark effect. For the first time in history, a WNBA star had become bigger than the league itself. Inside locker rooms, players were split, some calling it a victory for women's sports, others worried it created an elite hierarchy. Caitlin, meanwhile, stayed silent. Her Instagram bio quietly changed to, "Built, not bought." Fans interpreted it as a message that she wasn't chasing fame, she was creating legacy. And somewhere in the background, rumors swirled of a secret documentary being filmed, capturing every moment from the Grove 23 meeting to this very moment. If that footage ever sees the light of day, it might finally reveal what really happened between Jordan and Clark. But one thing is undeniable. The WNBA will never be the same again. Caitlin Clark's secret meeting with Michael Jordan began as a leaked clip and ended as a cultural earthquake. What seemed like a quiet golf round became the spark that exposed the league's fragility, ignited global fan wars, and redefined power in women's sports. Whether this partnership grows into a full-blown legacy or remains untold history, one truth stands unshakable. Caitlin Clark has stepped into a new realm of greatness, and basketball will never look back.